Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Blue 30.
57. Okay, double up. Begin. Switch. Check 4. Check. Watch the single.
Solid, 5 down. Black.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get in
there. Alert.
Tighten up.
Hey, alert. Hey, orbit. Black is good.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. They were looking for Johnson that time. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
2 times. 3 down.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The drive will start with Conner, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Check hot route. Hot. Save.
Double. Take both of them. Why they touch?
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field.
Rush in. Check.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 38, Roethlisberger, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Carl Lawson, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Conner. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a give to Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Championships, baby. Hey, wahoo! 95's Mike. Watch the curl.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Uzomah. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Ross on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
95.
Second and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Steelers 3.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch the slant. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now Roethlisberger.
Watch the shift.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Quarter. 22, 44.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Steelers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
The kick is good.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start with a give to Connor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play.
Right here, right here.
Check. SOS.
On first down, it's Connor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
48-yard line.
Undercrunch. Check. Monday. Showing it. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Easy. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Roethlisberger now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. This is Connor running right. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Check safety. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 90. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
You crazy, boy. You crazy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Here we go. Like 20? Like 50. Deuce. These two. Check your hot read. Kill.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Lucky. Joker. Eight. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam. Watch the ass.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Johnson, the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Come on, let's go. Hey, alert 3.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
I know you feel that.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
The first down pass. Intercepted by the Steelers. His guys take over first.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
He's going to launch it for Washington, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
They can't stop
Joe
you,
Mixon,
son.
his 9th touchdown of the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Pulling good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Check.
On the run is Connor. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
A give running right is Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Target. 44.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Double dog. That's the way.
Rush in. Take 2 of them.
Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Bengals 35, Steelers 16.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. at the 44-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down.
Check.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Steelers 16. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
At the 25-yard line.
You good? Shit! Hey, alert!
From the 25 on second down, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two. Huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Brings up third.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
55 to Mike. Hey, let's get this.
Now back to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
16. Randy Bullock to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Check. Fresno. Check.
From the 29, Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
It's your
The
time,
Bengals
baby.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Easy.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Undercrush.
King. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Williams. Johnson was the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Higgins. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to C.J. Uzomah.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
13. Check 13. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Quick the edge, quick the edge.
Come.
Check, crunch, crunch.
Flag, protect.
Here's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Check 99. Check 99.
Smooth. Flag, protect.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
He's crashing. He's checking.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
57's the mic.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Focus.
Check 37. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Kill.
Roethlisberger will throw.
Kill. Turn up. Deuce.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They begin with a run by Mixon. He's going to have the first down, pass the 20, and finally taken down at the 26-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
Let's go.
A big play there for the Bengals. 52 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
On second down. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third down and 1.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Kill.
Get it.
Check. Lucky.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
22, 44.
Here I come. Watch the edge.
Double.
Hey, alert 3. Check nickel. Check 24.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
That ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Got it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 70, Steelers.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Switch.
Check four. Check. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Ryan Switzer. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Coming to you. Slam. Tighten up. Wide. Get wide.
Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
I'm letting you know right.
These two.
Check three. Switch. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Double bump.
Check the backer.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.